Bishop Jackson Murugara, a Consolata missionary who has been appointed this year as the coadjutor bishop of Meru, and I was ordained bishop on 19th March this year, 2025, on the feast day of Saint Joseph, because the cathedral of Meru is dedicated to the patronage of Saint Joseph. So that's why I was ordained on this particular day. Actually, it was on Wednesday. So after that, after my ordination, I have now started working in the diocese, because I'm working with the current ordinary bishop of Meru, Zaresus Mugambi. We are working in collaboration, trying to see what I can do to learn many activities in the diocese. I've started visiting in different parishes, so that I can know the reality of each diocese or of each parish. I've also started visiting the institutions and groups of people, pastoral groups in the diocese. It's the main work I'm doing now, in collaboration with the priests who are there, sisters, and a few brothers, and of course the lay people. At the moment, the Diocese of Meru is big. It has 190 diocesan priests, without counting the religious and the missionaries who are working there. And it's good also to stop here and talk something about this diocese, because the Diocese of Meru was started by Consolata missionaries. The first bishop of the Diocese of Meru was Bishop Lorenzo Besone, who was also a missionary, and then later on there was Bishop Silas Njiru, who took over, and currently now Bishop Mugambi. So the diocese is big, as I've seen. It has so many Christians and so many groups of institutions and so on. There are many there, but also diocese also has many parishes. At the moment, it's having 88 parishes, which is a big number, but we are working with them. That's the group now I'm working on. And so far, I can say so far so good. I'm preparing, because I know sometimes next year, that's when I will take over in diocese as the Bishop of Meru. Then of the late, I was given an invitation to come here in Rome for the workshop and the induction of the newly appointed bishops. So I happened to be among them, and we were 200 bishops from all over the world. The induction was very, very, very educative, and it was very good for us. We gained a lot, and so many activities were introduced to us. And given the fact that the Diocese of Meru is, of course, under the propaganda finde, so it is the diocese which still is in the mission territory, and it is growing towards, teaching people about Christianity and so on. So under this dicastery of the evangelization, we were taught so many activities. One of them, which I remember very well, and it was very good, is how to approach the pastoral work in the new dimensions of life we are finding ourselves in. Because now we found that there are so many challenges which are there. We discussing about the challenges of the crisis of the priest. We also talked about the economy of the diocese, whereby we were introduced how we should link with the various and the dicasteries in Rome, how we can try also to write to them in conjunction with them to help us to be able to do the pastoral work in the diocese, because there are so many activities, and yet from the economy point of view, it's the diocese which need a lot. So this was well elaborated. Of course, the spirituality, ourselves also were to lead by the example, and it was very important for us to talk about that. Then we also introduced on how to be firm and focused, and we are the agent of His Holiness, whereby we need to see that in the mission of Christ, in the grassroots level, it is also functional, not only at the level of the priests or the cardinals or the bishops, but also to see how we can transmit this to the people. Then on the 11th, of September. That's the day which was set for us to meet His Holiness Pope Leone XIV. We met him exactly at 9 o'clock, and it was a very important moment for us to meet him in person. Personally, I met him in person, even in the photos with him, which was really very fulfilling that to see him and him talking to us. So he encouraged us a lot, and he told us, to share various experiences of different dioceses in the world. Because practically, being 200 newly appointed bishops, we come from different parts of the world. So for this matter, we had an opportunity of sharing in different realities in different continents of the world. So he told us, now this is the reality we are in, but we are to see now challenges which are there in the church today. We need to approach them, but we should not leave them aside. We need to be part of the story. He told us, don't worry, make sure that because you are going to act even as a judge in some areas as far as the diocese is concerned, and at the same time transmitting the mystery of Christ, and to know that the work of evangelization continues. So in general, these are some of the activities which we handle and some of the ideas which we got, and it's very inspiring, and it gives us more energy as now we are beginning our episcopate term in different parts of the world. So for consolata missionaries, especially those who are in formation, myself as a newly appointed bishop, I would like to share with them that let them take courage and look ahead according to the directives of our founder, now Saint Giuseppe Allamano. Because it is through the message and the life of consolation that consolata is still relevant in the world. And many activities have been done by the consolata missionaries. And for this matter, the commitment is very important. And also to go beyond what we see as comfort zone in our life. Because if we are to become consolata missionaries, we need to sacrifice ourselves. Without sacrifice, it's not possible. Because even in realities where consolatas are working, consolatas usually go to the most needy. And there, we don't get any comfort there. Many, I can say, realities which need to live in this world today, like communication and so on, they may not be available, or means of transport and so on. But we as consolata missionaries, even today, we feel that this is our work we need to do, and we have to go to the most marginalized and those who are really in need of us. So I feel still the consolation is what we need in our life. Because even myself as a new bishop, I need to have in mind that in the diocese, there are those who are most needy. And this is one of my preoccupations. What can I do also to uplift and change their life? So that now, in the line of the consolation message, we say Allamano wants us to live. I think that's what I need to do. Also, another important aspect which I find is relevant for today, we need to go back to the community life. Because if we live away, if we are not in the community life, we will not succeed in the mission, especially the consolata missionaries. Because Allamano himself, he said, I'm not finding a congregation, but I'm finding a family. So that one made me feel very good that I live in a family. So let's come together and live this family life today. We should not feel that we need to live alone and so on, or we try to rationalize the community life. We need to be there for the prayers, meals, and togetherness, sharing together. This is what will help us to live the consolation of Jesus Christ in today's world.